let's just go down the list. What is up, YouTube and Twitch chat? It is your boy Butters here, back at it again with another video. And today, I saw a lot of your guys' comments, and we're gonna go through some matchups in Offlane. We're gonna go down this list, include some other characters that can be played in Offlane, like Rampage and Yurei. And we're gonna give you guys two champions that I think play well into said champion. Starting off with Akeron. This one's kind of tough because he's one of the top 3 offlaners right now, in my opinion. But I would say one good champ into Akeron is Yurei. Reason being is because Akeron wants to build a lot of HP. If you're missing a Yurei dash on Akeron, then something's wrong with you, or the Akeron is just the best player in the world. But yes, play Yurei, build like Mind Razor, Muty, and then Volcanica, and then the last 3 items are up to you. So that's one good character against Akeron. Another decent character, I'd say Bale. Bale and Grux, these two are kind of similar, but you have to play it right. You have to all in the Akeron once he uses his abilities, and you know, you basically got to all in him. So what I mean by that is once Akeron uses his web or his fireball or his bite, that's your time to go in. You're building like Tainted Blade first, and then you're building high damage and HP on these two champs. Bonus 3rd character, just for funsies, or 4th character, Boris. Unironically, the more I play it, I think Boris is decent into Bale. Where's this champ? Reason being is because you get mitigations on your E, so you can reduce his fireball, his bite damage, and then you just want to run at him. Like early game, you take the level 1 all in with your passive and your swipe, assuming he doesn't go here, I'll move my camera up here. Assuming he doesn't go web first, you want to try and all in him, but that's a bonus fun character. So that's some characters good against Akeron. Next character, Aurora. So what does Aurora do well? She's, you know, got a good passive damage. She hurts tanks. She's tanky herself. Lots of CC. What's a good character against her? A good character against Aurora. One thing I like to play into it would either be a Grux, a Zarus, or a Crunch. Those 3 champs, I feel like, can play pretty well into Aurora. Reason being, let's start with Grux. You can pull her off her wall when she tries to escape, and then you all in her, right? You go cleanse the cleanser ult. You should be able to trade with her early on, as long as you take smart trades. What I mean by that is get your autos in, get your heal off, and then back up. Grux should win this trade early in lane because he has the sustain. Aurora does not have sustain in her kit. She's got damage and CC. So that's the thing you want to do with the 3 characters I mentioned. You want to take quick, short trades, and it's a game of attrition, right? Get your heal off, and then take your trades. Try not to fight her in her passive. Same thing with Crunch. You go Mutilator, and then look for those all-in trades with your enhanced Q, right? With Muty. As soon as you get Mutilator online on Crunch, you should be running an Aurora down. And Zarus, same thing. You go Muty. Play the poke game. you know, play footsies, hit her with your spear, don't let her build up passive on you, and you have that sustain, like I said, with your passive. So that's why those 3 champs are good against Aurora. Next, Bale. What does Bale do well? Very good level 1 all in, very good sustain. So you need to play around one ability in this character's kit, and that is his 2. Whenever Bale uses his 2, you want to back up. You don't want to fight him, give him the heal, just back up. And you need Tainted first against this character. So all you do against this champ is play slow in the level 1 because you're not going to beat him level 1. And then next thing, just fight him when his 2 is down. If he uses his 2, back up. If it's down, that's your time to go in. Some champs I like against Bale. 1, Greystone. Reason being, Tainted Blade's really good on Greystone. You don't need to go the augment. And you can ult his ult, right? Like, if Bale doesn't get value from his ultimate and you do as a Greystone, like, it's huge, right? You're hitting him with your ult, he's not hitting you with his ult. It's big. Another good pick against Bale. You could play Shinbi into Bale and be fine. And Steel. Shinbi, Steel, and Terra. I feel like these champs that I just mentioned play well into Bale. Shinbi, you just poke him, get your ult stacks, you know, just play the distance. He can't really all in you unless you mess up. Steel, you can use your wall to block Bale's 1. That's a perk. 2, I believe you can dash Bale's ult with Steel's dash, and since, you know, his dash makes him unstoppable, you're not going to get hit with Bale's ult. So that's why Steel's very good against Bale. Terra, same type of deal as Steel. You have Unstoppable. What does this do? You get mitigations with your augment, right? You should always go with this aug with Terra. Just hold your R&B if he's using his 1. You won't get stunned by it. Same thing with his ult. Hold your R&B. You won't get sent up in the ult. So, those are champs good against Bale. Countess, I don't think she's the best right now. I haven't played her that much, to be fair, but I do think there are better characters. Like, Grux. I think Grux can slam a Countess, right? Just save your pull for Countess when she TP's back. Just pull her back in, ult her, all in her. Easy. That's all you gotta do with that champ. Another champ. It's more of a skill matchup, but I'd say Shinbi. This can go either way, but if you properly space the Countess, you should be able to win. So not really a hard counter, but still good. Another character, I think Terra. Like, Terra is great into Countess. Reason being is because you just go Cat Drive, you go Tainted Bastion, and then Countess is never killing you. Look to hold your R&B for when she wants to ult you or dump her kit on you, right? Why do you want to do that? Because of this augment. You get reductions in damage. Whenever Countess looks to trade with you, just hold R&B, and you're going to take 0 damage with Catalytic Drive. Like, so much mitigations. Countess should never kill you as Terra. Crunch. This one's a little difficult. I'd say Shinbi's pretty decent in the crunch for the sake of sitting back and poking. Crunch is a 1v1 demon. He's looking to all in you once he has his first item. You just gotta, you know, play the poke, try and dodge his enhanced Q. A good champ. Another good champ into Crunch, I'd say, would be either Terra or Zarus. And it's a skill matchup. What I mean by that is, although Crunch's Q is true damage, you can still reduce that damage. I'm gonna keep saying this because it's a great augment with damage reduction. Like, if you hold R&B, the Q damage from Crunch is gonna be cut significantly. Same thing with Zarus. Like, his Q. I like playing Zarus into Crunch personally because this mitigates his Q damage, and you can also dodge it, right? You can dash backwards, take your short trades, and back up. You got to play footsies. That's how you beat a Crunch. Play around his empowered abilities. If he has the jets going, or you see the 3 pips up, that's your sign he's looking to hit you with an ability, so you just wait that out. Simple. Feng Mao, you don't see him often in Offlane for good reason. Lots of characters are good into Feng Mao. Like Akeron, Terra, Grux. Like, just play those champs. Shinbi. Shinbi and Countess are really good into Feng Mao. I'd say Shinbi especially, because his spell shield is not getting much value against the Shinbi. So definitely hard counter to Feng Mao would be Shinbi. Like, what, he's gonna block 1 wolf? It's not gonna do anything against him. Greystone. People struggle against Greystone. Especially since he's been so good in the latest patches. But one definite champ that is the biggest counter to Greystone is Yurei. If you guys watch PCC, you guys watch me play Yurei. Why did I want to play Yurei into Greystone? Because she does max HP damage with her soul rip, right? Souls linger around their hosts with 8% of their maximum health and share damage dealt with their host. So, like, you're dealing a lot of maximum health damage to people with this champ. Just build Mind Razor, build Muty, build Volcanica. Those are the 3 core items for Yurei, in my opinion. And go this augment so you have more mana. You just use this to keep your mana up. As long as you have mana with this character and you're hitting your abilities, you will slaughter a Greystone.
This realm has been
Another good champ into Greystone, Crunch. Greystone has no CC. You want to take short trades with Crunch. Greystone has to walk at you to get his damage off, and Crunch is all about that 1v1. Just build Muty on this champ and run that Greystone down. As soon as you get Muty, you should be sprinting at this guy and killing him on cooldown. Or at least getting his ult out. If Greystone has to ult you in the 1v1, that means he can't use it in a pit fight. And that's already doing so much for your team. Grux. Another lane bully, hard to beat 1v1, but there are exceptions. That being Yurei. Yurei and Shinbi. If you play Yurei properly, you should be able to run a Grux down early on. Once he gets 6 and he gets his crest online, it's a little difficult. Because if you mess up once on Yurei, you'll die. So it's a skill matchup. An easier pick to counter Grux is Shinbi. You just sit back, chuck wolves. That's it. Like, if Grux dashes on you, you have 2 dashes to get away. Just don't waste both of them and get pulled. Otherwise, you're dead. Simple. But yeah. What are we on? Kwang. Kwang's decent right now. I don't think he's the best in Offlane. Reason being is because I think Grux stomps Kwang. How does Kwang get his damage off? He has to dump his whole kit on you. Unless he's just playing the poke game. With Grux, you just wait for him to chuck a sword at you. If he misses the sword, go all in. Just dash at him, pull him, ult him, do whatever you need to do to kill him. Another good champ into Kwang would be Terra and Crunch. Terra because you can build Catalytic Drive and Unbroken, and you just won't die to Kwang. If he hits a sword on you, just hold R&B. You get the damage mitigations, and you won't get knocked up. Crunch, he outtrades Kwang if you just build Muty first. Kwang's going to dump his kit on you as Crunch, and if you're dumping your kit on Kwang as Crunch, you should win the trade if you're doing your empowered Qs with Muty. Serath, I don't consider this champ an offlaner, bro. She used to be good, now she's terrible in offlane. Kwang's a direct counter pick to Serath because his dash makes some untargetable. Meaning, once Serath Qs inside you, you can chuck your sword on the ground and dash, and it will deal the damage and knock her up. So you just play around that. You can catch her out of her E with your Q. This is a direct counter to Serath in offlane.
Let this be an honest fight.
But yeah, that's a great pick into Serath. Another good pick into Serath. There's so many good picks, like Akeron, like Crunch, even Shinbi. You can play a lot of champs into a Serath. I don't think too many people are pressed about this character. Sevarog, one direct counter is Crunch. Reason being is because what does Sevarog do? He stacks a bunch of health. You're gonna hear me say this for the 4th or 5th time for this video. Build Muty first on Crunch. Build Mutilator. Like, once you get that item, you're hitting this guy with empowered Qs. He should just be dying on cooldown. The Sevarog should just be dying on cooldown. Another good character into Sev. Yurei. I mean, what? How are you gonna play S7 into a Yurei? You just keep hitting the Sev with your dashes, abilities, Mind Razor, Muty, same thing. Deal that max HP damage. Shinbi. One good pick into Shinbi, I think, is Terra. Reason being, Shinbi's not the greatest at killing tanks. So you build Catalytic Drive and Unbroken on Terra, and the Shinbi just simply doesn't deal damage to you. Granted, Shinbi will never die unless she messes up or wants to fight. She could just sit back and clear wave. But you can do the same thing, right? You just clear wave, you go proxy, take their jungle as Terra. You should have prio if you're playing Terra and building Catalytic Drive and Unbroken. There's no way Shinbi kills you. You clear the wave, take Scion, clear the jungle, just farm. Another good pick into Shinbi. Let's say Sev. Same premise. For the sake of scaling, Shinbi isn't killing you early. You're not really killing her early. But Sevarog loves AFK stacking, bro. And you're going to get to a point where you just outscale the Shinbi. Your reflections are going to deal so much damage to her. Right? She's going to be spamming abilities on you, but Sev's passive, once fully stacked, gives them thorns, right? So you're just going to kill the Shinbi with her own abilities eventually. Steel. So what does Steel do? He's got lots of CC, lots of health. He uses 2 abilities and then walks away usually. One good champ into Steel, Greystone. Reason being is because you build Basilisk on Greystone, and his Q already has innate armor shred. So if you have Basilisk and this Q going, you're gonna shred all this guy's armor. You're gonna deal a lot of damage to him.
Party comrades and a fight in
Another good champion to steal. Let's see. I like Crunch and Akeron. Same thing with Crunch. You build Muty, you kill tanks. Simple. Akeron, he's also pretty decent into tanks. You build Magnify, you build Megacosm. I like it, dude. I like it. Terra. What does Terra do well? She's very tanky, lots of armor. How to play against Terra is play around her abilities. You want to not dump your kit on her when she's charging her dash. Otherwise, you're going to deal no damage, right? So, play around the dash, first off. Second off, if you're playing a character that has a stun, you want to cancel her Q. Her Q's her main damage dealing ability. Like, it does 11% max health HP damage if it gets to the third swing. But she's not CC immune during this channel, right? All you gotta do is hit her with a stun if you have one in your kit, and she won't get the damage off with this ability. One character I love into Terra right now, since the recent buffs, is Crunch. Right? You build Muty on this champ, and you cancel Terra's abilities. It's a skill matchup, obviously, because if Crunch dumps kit on Terra when she's holding her dash, she's gonna win the trade. If Crunch cancels Terra's Q with his stun, whether it be a dash or a knock-up, then you should be fine, right? So yeah, I like Crunch into Terra. And yeah. Another good champ into Terra, I'd say Greystone. This is also semi-skill dependent. That being said, why is Greystone good into Terra? Good into Terra? It's because he's got armor shred. What does Terra build? Armor. Just build Bassi on Greystone, scale, deal your damage, clear the wave, take the jungle, that sort of thing. Secret third pick, Sevarog. Why is Sevarog good into Terra? Funny thing about Terra, since she only scales with armor, she doesn't build Muty anymore. So if you just go Fist of Razul on this champ, first item, and you cancel Terra's Q with your dash, right? Because your dash has a fear now. So that's CC. When Terra's using her Q, that's her main source of damage. Just dash through her. There goes all of her damage on you as a Sevarog. She's going to have a very tough time killing you once you get Fist of Razul online, right? Very tough time. So as long as you're canceling her Q with your dash, you should be fine. You should be outscaling. Last in the offlane list is Zarus. This character is a footsies character. You know, he's tough to play against because he's got everything going for him in his kit. He's got sustain, he's got poke, attack speed buff, a dash, CC immune ult, and mitigations with his Q. Very tough to play against if they're a good Zarus player. However, he does struggle against a character like Shinbi once Shinbi survives the early game. Zarus is able to kill Shinbi early game, but once Shinbi gets her first item or second, she's just going to be out poking the Zarus, right? Her Qs are longer than his RMB. What I mean by that is Shinbi's wolves, you can poke Zarus, but Zarus can't poke you. That's the idea. Another good champion to Zarus. Grux. Here's the thing though. Same type of thing as Shinbi. Grux loses to Zarus early game. Pre level 6. Basically, don't just raw pull a Zarus if he has shield up. You want to play around Zarus's shield and dash. If Zarus pops his Q, don't dump your kit on him because he's got mitigations and he will hurt you. If he dashes, you know, that's your chance to go in on him if he's low or if he's dashing at you, right? Just pop your ult as Grux, and he can't dash away, right? If he pops his Q right after you ult, then you just space it out and all in him. That's it. Play around Zarus' dash and his Q, then you should be fine. Grux outscales Zarus by a lot. Just don't die early because Zarus can kill Grux early. Other picks that aren't in the offlane tab. Rampage. Crunch demolishes Rampage. Build Muty. You should demolish him, even if he goes Rumble. Another champ that's decent into Rampage. Yin offlane. You can reflect his rock. He's forced to jump at you and slam dunk you with the rock if he wants to ever hit it. And if that's the case, that's 2 of his abilities gone, right? He can't stun you, and his leap is gone, so he's very susceptible to ganks. So if you're coordinating with your jungle, like, oh, this guy's gonna try and dunk a rock on me, free kill every time. Plus, Yin has better wave clear and will outscale him, right? It's just how Yin works. What's another secret offlaner? Chimera. You know, play Greystone. You get tainted. You can run him down pretty fairly easily, I'd think. Crunch. Once you get tainted and Muty going, you should theoretically be stomping a Kai, right? Just don't die to him early on when he's got all of his rage stacked up on minions, that sort of thing. Kai's very gankable. I'm sure you could even play Grux into Kai. There's a lot of good picks into him. You just build Tainted and then don't die to him when he's got full stacks. The thing is, if you take a short trade with Kai and he's able to heal off of minions, then that's what makes the lane tough. You don't play against many Kai off lanes, but if they know what they're doing, he can be a menace. If you're taking short trades and then he just heals to full health, right? He's got way better sustain than a lot of people. What's another secret one? Richter. Not many people play Richter off lane. If you see it, just... I mean, you can play a lot of champs. You can play Yurei into it. I'm sure you could play Kai into it because you can cleanse his ult. Greystone, Crunch, all great picks into Richter. Terra. Yeah, Terra probably beats Richter. Like, Richter can cancel Terra's abilities if he's playing it right, but I'd imagine Terra outscales. What else? Wukong. It's tough. You have to be very mechanical on Wukong to be good at him. A good champ into Wukong is Sevarog because you can get free stacks off of his clones, and we love free stacks as Sevarog. You'll just outscale him. Yin is also another good pick into Wukong, I believe. Reason being is because you can reflect his stun, and his stun's pretty vital in his kit. As long as you're outscaling and you're not letting him just, you know, beat you up, you should be able to kill the Wukong. Crunch is also a good champ into him. Akeron's a great champ into him. You know, Crunch just uppercut him, CC him. Akeron, you're going to have lots of HP, and these early trades are going to hurt Wukong. Plus, he only has one way to stun your ult, and that's his E. If that's down, just ult the Wukong, and you'll probably kill him. Yeah, that's about it as far as offlane matchups go. But yeah, what about Morn? You rarely see Morn offlane, but I'll say it counters anyways. Crunch, same thing. Muty, you shred him. Bale can run down a Morn. Grux can run down a Morn, right? You just pull him in, ult him. Like, what's he gonna do? Run away? He can't. So yeah. That is all of the offlane melee picks that I can think of. I'm not going to go into ranged offlaners because that can be saved for another video. Yurei? Oh yeah, I didn't talk about Yurei. Yurei, it's interesting. It's all skill matchups against Yurei. Reason being is you gotta understand to play around this character's dash. If you have a way to cancel her dash or to not get hit by it, you have to use that, man. You have to use that to your advantage. A good character that I like into Yurei is Shinbi. Granted, you don't have CC in your kit, but if you space properly and hit all your wolves, you can even dodge Yurei's dash if you dash upwards with Shinbi, right? If you dash upwards, sometimes the Yurei will miss, right? And once she misses, that's your all-in moment. You gotta go. Just build stasis on Shinbi too. Stasis the Shinbi ult, or stasis the Yurei ult, and you'll be fine as long as you're playing it right. There's no easy matchup into Yurei besides playing like a Morrigish, but other than that, it's Shinbi, Crunch, and Grux. Those characters are decent into Yurei. Crunch, because if you survive the early game and you get Volcanica first item, just chamber your uppercut and fight her in the minion wave. You want to CC her in the minion wave with your uppercut and dash. That way you're dealing damage to her while minions are dealing damage to her. Also get Gravitum as the crest. Very good crest against Yurei. You basically hit a stun on Yurei, hit her with Gravitum, and then you can hit like 2 Qs on her with Crunch. You can hit an empowered Q and another Q, and that should delete most of her health bar. And Grux, also you need the crest to kill Yurei, unless she misses a dash. You can also, if you time it properly, pull Yurei out of her dash with Grux's Q. So if she marks you, if you back up and you see her looking to dash, if you are able to predict it right and you pull her when she dashes, that should be a free kill, especially if you have Gravitum. So let's say she marks you with her RMB and then she's looking to dash. If you somehow manage to cancel her dash with your Q pull, she's gonna ult to try and get her dash reset, but then you just hit your ult as Grux, and that also stuns her out of her ult. Meaning, she has no dashes, didn't get her ult off, you should be able to all in and kill her. And you can gap close with your E or flash, right? No easy matchups into Yurei, but it's playable. You have to be smart. You have to think about your actions, how to dodge her dash, how to cancel it, how to cancel her ult, how to play around it, right? But yeah, now I think that's everyone, right? But yeah, that's gonna be it for this YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry I didn't make it shorter, but there's a lot more to go through than I thought, and I wanted it to be informative because I feel like Predecessor lacks educational content. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have any questions on matchups in general, I read all my comments, so just let me know. Thank you, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.